There are 56 million Americans with disabilities in our country. Their future is America's future. Recently, President Obama sat down with young people with disabilities to discuss that future. Young people like student James Crane.
Hello, President Obama. It's such an honor to be speaking with you. Things that we've really been focusing on are unemployment in the disability community. The other one is accessibility, and we've talked a little bit about universal design. And then the third is education, making sure that people with disabilities are getting the education they need and not necessarily just being put into sheltered workshops, but being in integrated environments. Thank you so much for coming to talk to us today.
Student Rachel Manis.
I really want to thank you for making disability recruitment, disability hiring one of the priorities of your administration. It's amazing the progress that this administration has made over the past several years.
Director of the White House Domestic Policy Council, Cecilia Munoz.
My vision for the future of disability policy is that it should be something that every part of the government thinks about and integrates into its work. We're measuring the results of the executive order signed by the President on employment for people with disabilities. In total, in fiscal year 2011, the federal government hired 18,738 people with disabilities. That means we're very close to being on track to fulfill the President's promise of hiring 100,000 persons with disabilities in 5 years.
Senior Advisor to the President, Valerie Jarrett.
And we know that a better future will only come from comprehensive and informed policies that will positively impact the lives of people with disabilities. That's why President Obama will continue to invest in the education of children with disabilities, increased employment opportunities, better health care, and improved services that provide people with disabilities the opportunity to live and thrive in their own communities.
Student Allie Cannington.
I guess we've talked about so many of these issues, right? Education, employment, healthcare, what have you. But what I think needs to happen is a change of mindset, right? That disability is a part of the beauty of the diversity of this country.
You know, you guys are great ambassadors and testimony to the power of a mindset that says everybody can, rather than everybody can't. I care deeply about this. I think we have made progress. I think we can make more. All of you had terrific suggestions. I'm going to tell you, I think maybe one of the most powerful suggestions was Zoe's point, which is self-advocacy.
Student Zoe Gross.
I'm autistic, and one of the issues that we're facing as advocates with developmental disabilities is that people often overlook us when they're trying to find allies in policy making. So I think really whenever disability issues are in consideration, you know, whenever there's going to be a speech on disability, or someone is going to make a statement about a certain disability, or about the state of disability employment, or especially when new policies are being considered, to bring in people with disabilities ourselves.
What you need is people listening to you and making sure that every time we make decisions that have potential impact on your lives, that you're heard. But whether we're talking about education, we're talking about jobs, we're talking about housing, civil rights enforcement. My central goal is to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to maximize their talents.
Keep making your voices heard. Keep fighting for what's right. Keep demanding nothing short of equality for all. And the President and his administration will be fighting for you each and every day.